What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and in today's video I'll be giving my best WNBA picks for today's slate. Before we get to the analysis, as always, just gotta recap. So unfortunately guys, last video didn't do as well. You guys can see the only prop we hit was NECA over 16 points. She dropped 29, which cash sweat free, but the other three picks just didn't go as planned. Especially Cardosa hurt really bad. You know, she hooked us by one rebound, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, these two props here, bad reads, looking to do better and bounce back today. But yeah, you guys can see some of our wins in VIP as well as losses. You know, this slip really hurt bad in VIP. Rachel hooked us by 1 point. The other two, were great reads. You know, Sanchez, he cashed. And sweat free, and also Burton dropped the 30 bomb, which was insane. But yeah, you guys can see, just want to get back to the heater. Guys, earlier this week, you guys can see we literally cashed 5 straight plays. If you guys take a look here, absolutely insane. So we're still up a ton in VIP, but you know, the past few videos have been a little cold. So yeah, looking to bounce back today with some free picks. I did some deep research. Really like these 4 picks. So yeah, before we get into those, if you guys are interested in VIP, this is the Discord where I post my plays in the bankroll channel. But I also have some of my contributors who also post their plays in here. So yeah, if you guys are interested in VIP, you guys can check out the Dub Club here. Link will be in the pinned comment in the description. But if you guys want a free way to get VIP, you guys can use one of my affiliate apps. So if you guys use code BankO'Brien for either Dabble or Chalkboard when you sign up, just message me afterwards and I'll hook you up with 30 days of free VIP. And yeah, also the like goal is going to be 50 likes. So if this video gets 50 likes, I'll be giving away 30 days of free VIP to a random comment. So yeah, let's just jump into the 4 picks that I have for today. Enough wasting time. So you guys can see I already have my first pick pulled up already. I'm taking Satou Sabally over 5.5 rebounds. 5.5 rebounds. So you guys can take a look here. In her last 10 games, the hit rate is not looking amazing, guys. Let me just filter to the last 10 games. Oh, my bad, guys. So if I just pull up her last 10 games, she's only cleared this 3 out of her last 10 games. However, this was her post-injury. She was rebounding badly. She was also playing less minutes. If you guys take a look, 21 minutes, 22 minutes, 28 minutes here. But yeah, post-injury, she was getting less minutes. But now her minutes have been an uptick trend. 29 minutes. She played 21 minutes here, but it was a blowout. And then last game, she played 29 minutes. So I'm safe to assume that she's going to get more minutes this game, especially if you guys look at the spread. The spread is only 4.5. So this game against the Las Vegas Aces, it should be a close game. So let's say if she plays around 25 minutes or more, she's cleared this 13 out of her last 18 games, averaging 7.6 rebounds. Now, if you guys look at the matchup against the Aces, you guys can see it's an incredibly soft matchup for rebounds. You guys look, the Las Vegas Aces are giving the 4th most rebounds allowed overall. They're also giving the 2nd most rebounds to her position. So this is a great matchup for Satou Sabally to go over rebounds. And then if you guys take a look at her head-to-head against the Las Vegas Aces, she has already dropped 9 rebounds in both of her last 2 matchups against the Las Vegas Aces. So I love the data here for her over 5.5 rebounds. And if you guys take a look also at similar players' rebounds versus the Aces, so similar players to Sabally, you guys can see 9 of the last 14 similar players to her have cashed their lines, and they are getting 35% more rebounds. So just given all this data here, I love her rebounds over 5.5. So that's going to be my first pick. Sabally over 5.5 rebounds. My next pick is going to be in the Sparks versus the Wings. So I'm taking Kelsey Plum here. I love her RA. I love her RA over 9.5. So if you guys take a look, you guys can see automatically that green in her position. So the Dallas Wings, they're giving the most RA to her position, which is, so she has a very great matchup here to get some rebounds and assists. Against the Dallas Wings she already dropped 14 RA. Additionally, if you guys take a look at similar players, rebounds and assists versus the Wings, similar players to Kelsey Plum, you guys can see this huge stretch of similar players going over their lines. What is this? 8 straight or 7 guys? 7 straight players that are similar to Kelsey Plum have gone way over their RA lines, and then Natasha Cloud, broke that streak. But yeah, I just love the data here. That similar players are going way over their RA recently. And then, if we just play out the filters here, defense versus position against the bottom half teams in allowing rebounds and assists for position, the hit rate becomes a little better. Let me see. But yeah, doesn't really change anything. But yeah, I just love this spot. Given the matchup, given the head-to-head data, and yeah, similar players going over the lines. You guys can also take rebounds itself. I also like rebounds itself as well. But yeah, I'm sticking with her RA over 9.5. So that's gonna be my second pick. My third pick is gonna be the same game. So I'm taking Paige Bueckers. I'm taking Paige Bueckers over 28.5 PRA. So Paige Bueckers has just been a wagon for me. I always take Paige Bueckers against fast-paced teams. That's why I took her last time against the Fever and cashed out. If you guys take a look, if you guys look at the pace, the Sparks are the third fastest paced team in the league. I'll show you guys why I like Paige Bueckers against fast-paced teams. But you guys also look at the defense. Everything is looking green. Defense versus position. The Sparks are giving the 4th most PRA to our position. You can also see, 2nd worst defense in the league. Just a soft matchup overall. But yeah, like I was mentioning, I love taking Paige Bueckers in fast-paced scenarios. If you guys take a look, if I take away the bottom, slowest teams in the league, if I look at the top half, fastest pace, top 7 in pace teams, you guys can see, 28.5. You guys can see the hit rate jumps to 10 out of her last 13 games. She has gone over against the fastest paced teams in the league in the top 7. If I just bring it down further to the top 5 fastest paced teams, she has now cleared this line 8 out of her last 9 games, averaging 30.9 PRA. Additionally, if you guys look at injuries, Erica is out. So without Erica, she has only gone over 2 out of her last 4 games without Erica. But this game, she just shot pretty inefficient. 19 shots, guys. That's huge volume. 19 shots here. 20 shots here. Just shot 25% from the field. And this game was a massive blowout where she only played 24 minutes. So just given all the stats, how she thrives against fast-paced teams, Erica is out, so she's going to get more shots up, more usage. And yeah, just the matchup in general is just amazing for Paige Bueckers. Also, similar players versus the Sparks have gone way over their lines. 6 out of the last 9 similar players to Paige Bueckers have gone over, averaging 11% more PRA. So yeah, that's the full breakdown for this pick, and I really like the over. Gonna be taking her PRA over 28.5. So that's gonna be my third pick. Before I get into my next pick, if you guys are interested in player profit, guys, what player profit does for you is if you guys don't have the bankroll, you guys wanna place larger bets without risking your own money, head over to player profit, guys. So if you guys take a look here, you guys can get funded in 2 simple steps here. You just gotta take a challenge. Once you guys pass, you can get funded, and you guys can keep the profits with you. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check it out. This is the website. I'll put the link in the pinned comment in the description, and you guys can use code BankrollBrian for 10% off if you guys are interested. So yeah, back to my last pick. So my last pick is gonna be Allisha Gray. So I love Allisha Gray for over her rebounds over 4.5. This is a really simple play. Just if you guys take a look at the injuries. Well, first of all, she just played the Storm and got 11 rebounds. And now she's facing the Storm again, guys. And yeah, the Storm, incredibly great matchup for Allisha Gray to go over her rebounds. They're giving the most rebounds to her position. They're also giving the second most rebounds allowed overall. If you guys take a look at her head-to-head, 11 rebounds in 2 of her last matchups. However, keep in mind she played 40 and 39 minutes. But the line is only 4.5. So yeah, just you guys can see she's averaging 5.6 rebounds in the season. And yeah, so like I was mentioned, I was gonna look at, you guys can see Jordan Canada is out. Take out Jordan Canada, and Ryan Howard is back. So yeah, without Jordan Canada and with Ryan Howard in the lineup, she's gone over 6 out of the last 8 games, averaging 5.9 rebounds. So I just love the data here for Allisha Gray to go over 4.5 rebounds again against the Storm. You guys can see similar players to Allisha Gray recently have been going over their rebounds line. You guys can take a look. So yeah, this is a simple play. I just love the data. You guys I love the data overall for this play. So be taking Allisha Gray over 4.5 rebounds. So yeah, that's gonna be my last pick. So to recap, Satou Sabally over 5.5 rebounds, Kelsey Plum over 9.5 RA, Allisha Gray over 4.5 rebounds, and Paige Bueckers over 28.5 PRA. So those are going to be my 4 picks. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.